Hello there everyone and welcome back to Kerbal Space Program. We are in orbit around Eve and we are just about at our apoapsis in our orbit around Eve. It's a big orbit, and what we're going to do today is a mildly risky maneuver to put this beastie up at the top onto the ground. My biggest concern is whether or not this thing will actually allow us to remove enough velocity from the ship. We'll find out soon enough, but I really want to conserve battery power until we're actually at the planet. So what we want to do is we want to do a maneuver here that will decrease our apoapsis ever so slightly, and that is way too much. We're talking, that's not enough to be a maybe 0.1. That takes it down to 84, 79, 75. Okay. So we'll knock it down just a little. Okay. That's in 10 hours time. Hopefully we'll still be at an angle where we can get power. Now what we're doing is we're doing this to give the probe that we're dropping off a little bit of a leg up in its reentry part of its trip. Most of the work is still going to be done by the engines on that little ship. I'm probably overthinking this because I'm sure it's... Okay. I'm sure it's perfectly capable of pulling this off. Okay, as far as small maneuvers go, this is more than adequate. Alright, down to 75. Okay, 74, sure. Alright, kill that. Oh heck, let's just go a little further. $70. Okay. Now then, next step, quick save. We're going to get this thing ready to go online. We're going to accelerate down to about here. This is where where the fun is going to happen, right here. About a day from now. The periaps being a day and 16 hours away. Node is... okay, maybe a little later than that. I'm sure the probe that we're using, we'll do it about an hour out. And what we need to do is we need to plan an orbit that will boost our periaps back out of the... Let's just zero that out. I'm just doing a little orbital maneuver that's going to push this up to a nice solid 100-kilometer orbit at the cost of a very, very low cost of 10 or a lot more. Yeah, we'll use 10. The end result is perfect, and that's all we really need. Oh, right, of course we're putting things in there. Okay. Okay, so now the part that we really need to focus on. Come on, what's going on with the game here? F-lock, number lock. Okay, apparently the game isn't responding properly now. Oh, because I'm time warping apparently. Dang that time warp. Okay, SAS off. Alright, we got just a little bit further to go. We need to get ourselves oriented properly for this. Hopefully... It will not result in us impacting. Actually, if we put this on the retrograde and use RCS to pull this off, because our RCS should be able to give us 10 meters per second of maneuvering. And that'll have us. That will wind up with us backing away from our lander component, which we're going to need to turn on in just a moment. In fact, we could probably afford. It also means we stay on the sunny side of everything here. So we actually need to use. Hold on. If we use our retro burners here, yeah, we need to use our retro burners, and those will wind up giving us prograde. Yeah, that will work. That will work. Okay. First things first, probe core is now online. We're now using twice as much fuel. Our batteries never got turned off, but that's okay because we have maximum charge on the entire ship. One spare battery down there. That was our insurance battery for getting to the planet. Engine will get put online later. Let's get these RCS tanks online too. Fortunately, we've given ourselves the luxury of time here. 4, 5, 6. Oops, not good. Darn it. Okay. Well, that was unfortunate. Alright. Alright, we can fix this. We want to keep this ship balanced. I'm just trying to get one empty tank here. Oh! Crap. What have I done? What have I done? Okay, where are we at? Alright, our Eve periaps is a lot lower. Son of a crap, I bumped the shift key, in case you guys were wondering. Well, that's okay. That's okay. We just need to make sure our priority is going to be getting this ship back. Alright. Here comes the planet. 40 minutes. Whoa, crap. Okay, here we go. Alright. Decouple. And... Whoa! Whoops! And that was the wrong ship. Alright. Just rise above. Okay. We'll just use a quick pulse of the engines to get this done faster, because we kind of miscalculated. We had a collision, and all things went poorly. Still, the only reason we're going away so quickly is because our orbits are starting to diverge very quickly now. So let's get us out of this atmospheric mess we just got ourselves into and get our ship ready for re-entry. Alright, we do got to bring the periaps up to about 100, 80, 90, a little higher. 95. That should do it. That's high enough. Other ship. Welcome to the party. I used up some of your fuel. That was most unfortunate. Okay. Make sure this engine is online. Activate engine. Alright. Now we need to make sure that things are going to work the way I want them to on this ship. The engine's online. That's online second. That'll decouple this thing, and then the parachutes will deploy last. Alright, now at the periaps, 67. That's where we need to do a nice solid maneuver. The lower the better. Keeping in mind that's not accounting for anything atmospheric. That will definitely be a landing trajectory, whatever it takes. In fact, it's probably far more than is absolutely necessary to pull it off, but especially with the atmosphere's help. And just rotate this thing over, and then we will time warp ourselves into the atmosphere, and we will hope, beyond hope, that this thing has enough battery power to do the job we need it to do. It's ticking it down a little here. We have no idea how long this burn is going to take. It's a little ship, but it's a big engine. 20 minutes until the burn. I'm going to assume 40 seconds on... We'll do it T-minus 40. 2, 1. Hard to believe we're not even in the atmosphere yet, huh? Now we're in the atmosphere. Alright, here we go. Full throttle to the engines. 7 minutes. Wow. Okay, that's a lot more burn than I had hoped for. No, it's dropping fast, thanks to our atmospheric effects. Assuming this engine even survives the process of coming into this atmosphere. It might just blow up, you know. Wow. Whoa. Okay, hopefully the main ship is still... Alright. Well, that did not go quite according to plan. Whoops. Alright, well, dang it. Okay. Come on. Quick save. So coming in too steep, bad. Also not burning soon enough, bad. Why won't it let me switch to you? So apparently that battery blowing up was enough to do in the ship, so... Oh, there we are, finally. Oh, no, it's still alive. It's still alive. Are we coming up? We're gonna leave the atmosphere. Okay. Did not get nearly low enough in a single burn. We need to go much, much lower because our batteries are not going to hold out long enough. Well, we'll try. Let's test this. Since things have gone horribly, horribly wrong, we might as well test how horribly, horribly wrong they've gone before we make it right. And it's not like... I would say if we can't get onto the ground in this orbit, we're probably out of luck. Alright, we just hit the atmosphere again. Let's see what we get from the atmosphere. It's not a new atmospheric analysis. It's just upper atmosphere, so that's fine. Okay, the question is, can we get into a landing trajectory this time, or are we going to be stuck going around the planet again? And taking off millions of meters in each orbit. Question is that enough millions of meters? Slow down, slow down, slow down. Maybe? I think it might be. I'm getting buffeted pretty thoroughly here. Or are we going to go around one more time? We are going to go around one more time, darn it. Alright, take it around. We'll see. If this isn't enough battery, we might... Though it should be. We're still going to have thousands of battery left, so maybe it will work. Alright, bring it around. Alright, we're hitting the atmosphere for the last time here. We've got the low energy, probably way more RCS than we needed on this thing. Wow. Could have switched out some RCS for more batteries, apparently. Who knew? Other than my viewers who often comment about how I overdesign my ships. Alright, well, the upside is we're getting probably the most stable and effective reentry possible. Or a low heat reentry. So take that for what you will. Alright, we are definitely landing now. There we are. We have a landing trajectory. The question is, what are we going to land on? Now, we already dipped into the atmosphere once on each mission. Accelerometer won't do anything yet. Barometer, already done. Temperature, already done. Alright, so we're waiting for the lower atmosphere. And we're waiting for this ablative shield to do its job and get us to the ground intact. We hope. Well, still have over 9,000 battery left, so I think this has gone quite well. Thank you, super efficient probe core. The latest of modern probe cores. Okay. Well, if nothing else, we get the landed science from Eve out of this mission. I'm sure we can get to Gilly, though. We still have the booster rockets left, for God's sakes. Alright, well, that is working out well. I just hope we're slowing down fast enough that the ablative shield doesn't croak before we hit the ground. I mean, how much slower do we have to go before this thing stops ablating? Yeah, okay, you know, I think it just might be. Still flying high. We're going to get some low-flying science soon, though. Let's turn off the SAS. Let's have it stop fighting the atmosphere. And we're going to get a whole bunch of other science here in a minute. Flying high. Alright, it looks like we are okay. Still going way too fast for parachutes, but... looks like we came through it in okay shape. Good. Good news, guys. I think we managed to pull this off. Still flying high, but that shouldn't last much longer here. Just waiting on our opportunity to run the... Now, are we going to come down on land or on sea? Oh. I'll keep that data. And we will get atmospheric pressure scan, keep, temperature scan, keep, because we're just flying at Eve. So what we want to do is we just want to save that because the next science will be on the ground, I believe. Uh-oh. Deploy shoot. Uh-oh. Alright, stop it. We need all our shoots. Come on. Why is that not working, I wonder? 4. Come on. Need the rest of them. I don't know why my staging didn't work, possibly because things blew up. But we're just manually deploying all the parachutes here. That's 5. Or is that all 6 of them? I think that is all 6. Okay, yeah, we're good. That was mildly terrifying. Slowing down a bunch more here with the RCS just to give us a little sanity. Still got 8 kilometers of falling to go, which means we're landing on the surface, which is actually something I've never done before in this game. I do not want my RCS to be on when the parachutes deploy, which will be at an elevation of about 500 meters, so... Well, the good news is the probe core hasn't exploded yet. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. What's wrong? Oh, if you explode, I... Really? Shoot. Well, that's mildly aggravating. I thought the OKT2 was supposed to be pressure safe. Apparently it's only pressure safe in the highest mountains, and I didn't transmit any of the data from this beastie. Well, let's see. Can I transmit the data? Nope. Yeah. Well, that's irritating. So the best I could do would be to throw this thing back in the atmosphere, dive as low as we can go, grab the science, and transmit it before we crash. So that's a thing. Disappointment. Absolute disappointment, guys. I held that thing all the way out here for pretty much nothing. I'm gonna have to reload. I will reload, and I will do basically what you just saw, except with the part where we... Yeah. Except for the part... Come on. I want to fly this ship. Okay, come on. Let us fly one of those ships. Okay. Okay, F-lock, F9 on. Okay. Pretty sure I quick saved it just before that ill-fated maneuver. We know it's going to take longer to do that burn now, so we can plan for that. We can get this done real fast. Yeah, we're just at the top of the orbit. We don't have our burn yet. How low will 1 take us? 48. That's a lot lower than I want to go. Alright, hold on. We're already at 7. Never mind. This has already been done. Alright. So right about here is our separation point. And we need to go 0 this. Come on. There we are. 10 on that. 15. Make it 20 even. Good. Okay. Alright, we'll fly around till we're a little closer to the node. Hold on, let's just make sure we're not messing up our Gilly encounter. Nope. Okay, we're increasing it a little, aren't we? Let's hold on. Did we actually... Has it actually been changed? Or is it just increasing over time? 32.9. Nope, that's what it was. Yep, no changes. 94. Yeah, that will do. Okay. Quick save. So, not atmospheric safe probe course. Who knew? Well, Flower Child probably knew. I could have sworn the pressure at the surface... Maybe it's just I have to land in a specific part of Eve. That would definitely do it. But I certainly don't have the knowledge of the planet to make a precision shot of that mark. So the burn itself is going to be about 7 minutes. So we need to burn a little sooner than we originally did. 1 hour to go. Okay. Okay. We gotta do this manually because we don't want to decouple these outer engines first. We need to turn the ship online. Except for the RCS, we'll do that after the decoupling. So that we don't waste any RCS by accident. But we do need to turn the probe core on. Okay. Probe core enabled. Alright. Let's disable it again. We're apparently using battery right now. I'll turn it on at the last second. It's a tiny little burn. Except for the part where we actually want this thing to not hit. Probe core enabled. Couple. Now let's do a translation. Okay, we just need to go far enough away that we're not going to hit it. There we go. Raise that periaps. There it goes. We're leaving it behind now. $80. 90, 94, 95, 96. Perfect. Back to the other ship, which is now doing what it's supposed to do. Okay, so this thing is just going to explode. Unless, by a miracle, we manage to hit the actual... We also know that the engines are going to be utterly useless once we hit the atmosphere. Okay, so let's just get this on there. Get the decoupler up there. And we'll do our deorbiting burn starting here at the periaps. Which we now know is going to take about 7 minutes, so we need to start it at T-3. There we are. Engine is online. Game is saved. This is it. If this doesn't work, we're giving up. Now, it might not actually be a bad thing to come in sort of shallow, but I mean, there's shallow, and then there's how many hours do you want to take to get to the ground? All right. Full throttle to the engines. There we go. 8 minutes now, apparently. Wow, okay. Well, the good news is I might as well use the RCS here. That will cut, yeah, almost 2 minutes off because the ship's so small. Good stuff. That'll make a big difference when we hit the atmosphere. 6 minutes and 30 seconds. Okay, we learned a valuable lesson. Apparently the OKTO is not actually rated for Eve's pressures. At least not all the way down. That's disappointing. I was sort of a goal of this particular mission was to actually get something down on Eve, but alas it was not to be. That is okay. We learn things, we make mistakes, stuff goes wrong. It just means that we are going to have to risk this antenna to transmit our data when we hit the atmosphere. Or when we hit the lower atmosphere, that is. Now we need to make sure we still have about a quarter of our RCS left, so we're not going to be able to use all of it here. We'll stop at about 25 of our RCS fuel. Because I think we might wind up having to go around the planet again. It's hard to say. Haven't started getting atmospheric effects yet. And stop. Well, we've brought our apoapsis down below 4 million already, so maybe we won't. Not that it makes a huge difference. It's not like we don't already have too many we have more than enough batteries to do this, let's just say. Okay. 3 million. It'll be tight. We're now in the atmosphere, which means this thing's going to start heating. And it also means that time will start passing faster in this estimated burn. Now the only thing that could go differently is we could accidentally hit a higher elevation part of the planet here. Alright, we're about to lose the engine. Not long now. And yeah, I think it's going to be re-entry on this pass. We'll kill the engine. Actually, the engine will just blow up, but we'll kill it anyways. When it's almost about to overheat and explode. We're going to squeeze every friggin' gram of fuel out of this thing we can. I think we're still going to wind up going around the planet an extra time. Okay, we're almost out of fuel on that anyways, so let's kill it, couple it, and SAS. Excellent. That went a little cleaner. Still have 1 million meters to go. That thing's going to go and do some exploding, I think. I actually might have been able to save it this time, but we'll just let it go. We didn't really need it anyways. We have lots of juice left in our batteries. Yeah, plenty left. Okay, we're still low, but we're coming up out of the atmosphere. Yeah, we're coming up, but it will definitely deorbit on the next pass, which means we will end up on a different part of the planet at least. Whether that winds up being a good thing or a bad thing remains to be seen. Wow. 100, 1,000, here we come around. Back for round 2. This should do it. Bring that apoapsis down. Okay. It's also possible these parachutes don't function on Eve, you know? They wouldn't deploy for some reason, which was always already a point of concern. Alright, it's definitely going to be a landing trajectory here. I'm trying to maintain it at a... Oh, we're coming back up again. Really? Wow. Or we're just going to be coming around the planet in fine form all the way around. Go for the super slow reentry instead, maybe? Sure looks like it's going to be close to that. We're at 150. Yeah, that periapsis is entering the atmosphere, and we're heading up towards our apoapsis. A little rotation never hurt anyone. Just barely out of the atmosphere. That's kind of annoying. Much lower, though. Different angle. Yeah, you never know. Oh. There we go. Last time around. I apologize for Chatterer. Okay. Slow down. There we go. All the way around. It's a nice atmosphere effect. Look at the aurora on this planet combined with the purple. It's pretty cool. Almost there. Okay, I have no idea what we're going to hit, but it's starting to look like we're going to wind up over the ocean. Not that it matters. Most of these sensors are never going to do what they're meant to do. Alright, we'll get the atmospheric scan out first because it's the big ticket item. Although we'll see what happens. We'll see what happens. Okay. So we're definitely going down now. There's no way we're getting back up again. If we were really lucky, we'd hit a mountain range. Like that mountain right there. That would be nice. Okay. Alright, we'll turn the SAS off because it's going to just fight with atmospheric reorientation. Alright. And then we will see what we will see. I think we're going to wind up on the ocean, honestly. Unless we're really lucky and hit a mountain that's high enough for us to actually live on. Still flying high. Still a little ways to go down before it's flying low. Yeah, no, we're definitely not going to I don't know exactly what height it is. That's it right there. Okay, transmitting that. Atmospheric pressure. Okay. We'll just queue it up to transmit. Temperature scan. Queue it up to transmit. Okay. Well, everything we can do to slow it down is a good thing. The more time we have to transmit, the better. Okay. Altitude of 14 kilometers. Transmission is coming. Send that data, little science machine. 75. I wonder what the pressure is. Where's the pressure monitor? It's not going to tell me, is it? 98, 99. Okay. Transmit. Atmospheric pressure. Log temperature. Transmit. What's it doing? Stop transmitting. Yeah. Log. What's it transmitting now? Please be transmitting. Yep, there we go. Atmospheric pressure. No. No, I said No, stop transmitting. Log temperature, transmit. Come on, last chance. Okay, and here we go. The end of the flight. I think we got everything. And here it goes. There goes the OKTO. We are, I'm not sure what, blowing? Floating? All I know is that this thing is... The atmosphere is kind of trippy here. It's supposed to... Those parachutes are supposed to deploy at about 500. There we go. They did deploy. So we might actually... This thing might actually land, albeit minus the probe core, which will be a little tragic, but... There's the land anyways. We might as well watch it go to the ground. Consolation prize will actually see the surface. It's theoretically possible this thing could have made it, but I guess the probe core just was not quite up to it. That's too bad, guys. Live and learn. Live and learn. 4.3 meters per second landing. Beautiful. It's a perfect little landing with no command probe to do anything useful with. So that's a wrap, guys. In the next episode, we will attempt to get Gilly constellation science. Well, not even constellation science. That's the original mission goal. So, oh well. Thanks for watching, everyone, and I'll see you in the next episode. Bye for now.